So I'm just gonna get this over with. I'm just gonna be real quick because I gotta run. Basically, the book Genetic Kiss. Let me close it. What it's basically explaining is through kissing and through the transference of bodily fluids, you and one actually become one. You and this person that you interact with become one. Now, with that is each person, each human is made up of 30 spirits. These 30 spirits being 4 generations of your ancestors that created you. Now, we all know that bodily fluids such as blood and saliva, these things actually carry or transmit the genetics. Now, when you kiss someone, you and someone are in fact exchanging a genetic code. So to pinpoint that, to show accuracy, is you and someone start dating. And as time moves on and time takes its toll, you all start to look as one another. These are in fact your genes that are coming together, both of your 30 spirits coming together to make one being. That one being would be in self. This is why man and woman make one. 1 + 2 is 3. Now, with that being said, it is also possible for one's genes to in fact take over your genes. Now, when I say that you know someone who actually cried over an ex, someone who threw up over an ex, these are in fact your genes trying to remove these people from your system. That's a fact. So when you get attached to someone, and when I say attached to someone sexually, and you all start to exchange bodily fluids, this is where the genetic kiss of death, or what we would call the genetic kiss of death, comes at. This is when someone's genes can in fact take over your gene by kissing and by sex. Sex is in fact death because you're giving your life to create another life. So in fact, sex controls both aspects of life, aspects of being, which would be life and death, because it takes sex to create life. But also we see many lives being taken away because of sex and because of the exchange of these bodily fluids. Now, I'm going to open this because there's a question that I actually wanted to touch on. Okay, now, with being drunk, this is the point I want to touch on. I went over my time, so I really got to go. Now, when you see something that someone is drunk, they're in fact lowering themselves to a lower level for these entities or these beings within to come into them. This is why we sometimes see people that are drunk and they have cuts on their skin. These are these same entities that are out there that are trying to get inside the blood, inside the body to control the person. These same entities being in the saliva, being of you. So your 30 spirits and your mate's 30 spirits can come together. Now, some of these 30 spirits are disagreeable. With that being said, you may have something in your mind, you may think a thought that you wouldn't naturally think. And that would not be you, that would be an ancestor down the line. Now, once you mix DNA, again, I said this repeatedly, once you mix DNA with someone else, you start to fuse. And this is where schizophrenia comes in. This is where some people commit suicide because of love. And that's mental. That is your DNA. That's mental. That's from the genetic kiss. That is exactly what the genetic kiss of death is. Once you allow someone, or once someone takes over your being through their genetics, that's when you die spiritually. So that is just a quick rundown of what the whole project going to be. I'm actually setting up a full PowerPoint to get this done because I was asked to do this because I kept staying on this book. So that's what that is. I'll actually get back to y'all when I'm done with that. Well, I do.